Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Jumpin' Jan. Today we're talking about dashboards and, in particular, sharing dashboards. Creating dashboards is a lot of fun. Sharing dashboards can sometimes be not so fun. So, let's talk about how we can understand how to share dashboards. Sharing dashboards involves three different rules or three different sharing rules. The first one is who can see the folder that the dashboard is in. So I have this sample dashboard here, and if I go into all folders and I go into my leads dashboards, I can see, all right, that's where my dashboard is. It's in the leads dashboards folder. So the first thing that's really important is, well, who has access to this folder? If you don't have access to the folder, you're not going to see the dashboard. That's the first rule. That's like the gate. All right, so how can you give access to the folder? You go back to your all folders. You get to where your folder is, you go across the screen until you get to this little drop down, and then you click on share. Now, when you're in your share, you can decide who you want to share this with. Do you want to share this with individual users? Do you want to share it with everyone who has a particular role? Do you want to share it with that role and everyone who's underneath that role in the role hierarchy? Maybe you want to share it with a public group. Totally up to you. Whoever you choose, make sure that you give them the right level of access. View, they can only see it. Edit, they can edit the dashboard as well as see it. Manage, they can do all of that, and they can add other people to the folder too. All right, so up to you, whoever you want to give access to, make sure you give them access, but that's the first level of sharing that we need to be aware of. The second level of sharing that we need to be aware of, number 2, is about how can we actually set the running user for the dashboard. So if you open up your dashboard, the running user is kind of like if you imagine the glasses that you are wearing as you're viewing this dashboard. You can put on someone else's glasses. So see how it says up here, viewing as Amber Joseph. Well, I might want to view this as someone else. Maybe I'm going to view it as a CEO. Maybe I'm going to view it as someone on the support desk. Maybe those people have different settings, different personal profile settings in their security. That means they see different things. Maybe the CEO can see everything, but someone on the support desk can only see cases. All right, so they're going to have a different view of this dashboard. If someone doesn't have access to leads, they're not going to be able to see this, all right, if they're viewing it as themselves. Now, if I don't have access to leads, but I am viewing this dashboard as the CEO, and the CEO does have access to leads, then even though I personally don't, because I'm looking at this dashboard like through the CEO's glasses, then I can also see leads. Bit of a danger, all right? So you really want to be careful about who the running user is, and you can check this by going into Edit for your dashboard, going up to the gear icon. All right, it opens up some properties, and you can see view the dashboard as. Now, when you say me, it's you like everyone will see it as you. You can view it as another person, or you can view it as the dashboard viewer, which is I will see it as I see it. But if someone else logs on, all right, if Tao logs on, then he's going to see it as him. And then if Sarah logs on, she's going to see it as her, all right? So the dashboard viewer is a pretty safe option. If you're doing it as any of these other two, it's a little risky because someone might be seeing information that they shouldn't have access to. So that's the second part of security for dashboards. And the last part is obviously what security settings do you have personally? If this is set so that you're viewing it as yourself, so everyone is viewing the dashboard as through their own sets of glasses, then if your profile that you have stops you from seeing leads, then you're not going to see anything on the dashboard. So the third level of settings is, well, what personal settings do you have for your own user in Salesforce? All right, so we've got folder access, then we have this running user, who are we viewing the dashboard as access, and then the last one is what settings do people have on their own profiles that give them access or not to different objects in Salesforce. So I hope that was useful. Dashboard sharing can be a bit of a tricky subject. So yeah, get stuck in. Let me know if this helps. and all the best. We'll see you in the next video.